Welcome to our Redgrave Class assembly. Two magnets are placed next to each other and push-repel each other apart. What is one possible explanation for this?
I give up. Can you remember what we learned about forces?
Yes, the force.
Are you going to help me then? Forces surround us. I can be seen in everywhere and in everything we do. Come with me, I'll show you some examples. What about them? They do not see us. Do not concern yourself with such things. When you're ready, you'll understand. When you're ready, when you grow up. I think I'll explain it.
Well, a force is a push-or-pull acting as a result of the object's interaction with another object. Have a look at these activities. Can you see any pushing forces?
I remember forces can make objects stop or start moving.
Badly.
We are passing the hockey stick.
We are pushing the ball to throw it.
I am pushing the trolley.
What about over here? Can you see any pulling?
We are pulling on a rope. We are pulling in the opposite direction. For every action, there's a positive reaction. I am pushing the ball to throw it. Whoops.
They are pulling on the rope and she is pulling on the arrow.
Good, yeah, we didn't understand my young apprentice.
Your what?
Nothing, old habits.
Now I'm going to show you the trick I would do. Never take those objects anywhere.
That's not the force. It's just an example of another force. Yes, that's magnetic repulsion. Both ends of the magnet must be the same pole, so they're pushing against each other. If we turn one of the magnets around, they should be attractive.
Excellent. You are now truly a master of the force. You are ready to complete your test.
Yes.
How are mini-bees different from us? Hey, what is going on? Hey, look out!
We are supposed to be doing a test. Why did you bring me here?
I don't know. Hey, does anyone know the answer to this question? How are mini bees different from us?
No, but as we are here, we could find out. Let's go in a bug hunt. Look, a pond. We can't go over it and we can't go under it. We've got to go through it.
Seriously, I'm going to start quoting one a bit. We're not in year one anymore. I'm not going over there. Look, I'm glad it's like...
Wow, that's amazing. It has 4 wings and a really long body. Some of the bodies can be blue and some are red. And look how close to the water it flies. They have big eyes and can see things from a long way away. Come on, let's keep going.
Look at the size of that caterpillar.
Did you know that caterpillars like to live on top and underneath leaves?
This is so they can use their camouflage and blend into the leaf. It helps to protect them so they cannot be seen by predators.
The caterpillars can then also catch what they want to eat.
Hey, we saw a huge dragonfly.
We saw a caterpillar. Did you notice that many bees have skeletons on the outside of their skin? Yes, I think they call exoskeletons. Others have shells instead.
I remember we have skeletons inside our bodies. Many bees have their skeletons outside. Many bees have soft, bendy bodies, and some many bees have a hard shell to protect them.
Last week was World Book Week and Redgrave Class has been making our own stories. We have decided we can read some to you.
It was the weekend at the Rough and Tumble Detective Agency. The sun was coming up like a cloud in the sky. In the office, just beside the door, there was a coat hanger. On it was a checked hat, a detective's favourite, and a matching jacket. Sat at the table with her hat down was Ruff, early as usual. She was reading the newspaper, as always. Ruff smiled arrogantly as she read about an article about Ruff and Tumble, her clumsy sidekick, solved the most unsolvable case. Ruff smiled as she thought about her hopeless sidekick, Tumble. Suddenly, Tumble burst through the door, making the coat hanger we talked about earlier topple over. "Sorry, I'm late, boss," blurted out a on the floor Tumble. "What is your excuse this time?" sighed Ruff. "My watch was set to Tokyo time," said a late Tumble. "Okay, turn on that idiot box or we'll miss the new PM speech." Michelle Pippin, a dreamy look floated across his face. While Tumble was daydreaming about kissing the new PM, Ruff was waiting impatiently for Tumble to turn it on. Finally, when Tumble did switch the TV on, the pushing Tumble. They searched high and low until finally they found a work card. It said DPN on it. Then Tumble cried, "Quickly, to the DPN house!" "Hold on, wait me, boss. You can't stop now, Tumble. We've got to close." So they raced down to 712 Redgrave Road. To be continued.
In a grotty run-down office on the outskirts of the city, the rain ticked and bounced off the windows. The sign on the metal door was teared into pieces and read "Rough and Tumble." Paint on the walls was also teared up and falling on the floor. Ruff was relaxing on the couch, checking the newspaper, and when Tumble came in, he tripped up his own feet and spilled his coffee everywhere. After he looked on the newspaper, he realized that he looked fat. So he said, "I look fat," he moaned. As Tumble took a seat next to Ruff, he still looked on the newspaper until Ruff told him to turn on the rusty old TV. "Chop, chop, turn it on," strictly said Ruff. Okay, slowly said Tumble. "Just hurry up," shouted Ruff. 2 hours later, they saw the Michelle Pepin. "Oh, I like her," blushed Tumble. "Yeah, I'm probably sure she likes you too," boldly said Ruff. 2 minutes later, they arrived to the policeman and asked him questions, but all he said was, "We don't know." So after the chat, they went down to the Prime Minister's house to check, but there was not a thing in the house until they gave up. But they went downtown to ask people, but nobody knew until they saw a car with a burglar in. When they saw the car, they chased after them, but they were too slow. So the policeman said, "Come on, get into my car." 5 minutes later, they saw a basement down and heard noises. They all went down the basement to check, and then they caught the burglars. After they came in, the burglars freaked out and started bumping into each other. Anyway, back to the story. They saw the Prime Minister there, so the cop took the burglars away and took the Prime Minister home, and then she awarded them with a certificate, and the cop put the burglars in prison and finished it with chocolate cake in the Prime Minister's house, and everyone went home all happy. In a grotty run-down office on the outskirts of the rain bounces off the window. The sign ripped off the window. Rough, sensible, confident and mature. Tumble, clumsy, daft and late. They were watching TV and the Prime Minister got kidnapped, but they did not kill her and her bodyguards. No. Ruff spat her coffee out and told Tumble to rewind the channel. Tumble felt like somebody kidnapped him himself. Ruff looked at him and told him to shut up. They both said, "Let's go to the PM's house." Ruff told Tumble that he would drive the car because Tumble didn't even have a driving license. They both drove to the house. They saw a scratched door and police outside. Tumble found some footprints and fingerprints, including droppings. And eyelashes, money, guns, bullets, shoes, scratch marks. The kidnappers tied her in a knot, and they also did it to her bodyguards. They found her and her bodyguards in a dump. The kidnappers got found in a van eating junk and got sent to jail. Luckily, the PM is alive, including solving the mystery. And the PM got a new house. The end. In a grotty run-down office in the middle of a street, the rain bounced off windows. The sign on the door was ripped and read "Up and Tumble." Sitting waiting for Tumble was Ruff. She was reading the newspaper as Tumble burst in and fell over. "Did you see me in the paper?" said Ruff. "Yes," said Tumble. "Turn on the idiot box, will you, Tumble?" said Ruff. "Sure. Thank you for voting me." "Well, what?" the PM said. Intruders burst in and overpowered the guards. They kidnapped the Prime Minister and got away. Rough and Tumble got to the scene to investigate, but all they find is hair. When they go out, they see the bad guys. They have a car chase to the bad guy's lair. They see the PM, but she is fake. They have to fight to get the real Prime Minister back. The Prime Minister is safe at home, and Rough and Tumble are in bed happy, and they are playing chess. In a grotty run-down office on the outskirts of the city, the rain bounced off the windows. The shine on the door was ripped and soggy. Ruff was sat on the sofa with her feet on the table with her new fresh newspaper right in front of her. And of course, Tumble, late again, probably just falling over on the way in. Ruff said, "Hurry up, the Prime Minister is making her speech." Tumble was just daydreaming about her, the Prime Minister, because Tumble has got a crush on her. Suddenly some people burst in and kidnapped the Prime Minister, and Ruff was so surprised it was unbelievable, and Tumble was just bursting his eyes out. He was very sad, and Gladstone was very confused and shocked, and said we're on a serious investigation. They were walking on a weird road, and they found a mobile phone that said, "We are going to kidnap the Prime Minister by DPM. They were very disappointed in Deputy Prime Minister. The first thing they went to was 10 Downing Street. That was Prime Minister's house. What they found was shocking. It was a basement, but it had nothing in it. Ruff said maybe the intruders went down here first to get all the money from down here and then kidnap the Prime Minister, but then found some footsteps that led outside. So what they did was track down the intruders, and they found a boat near the pier, and it was the intruders with the Prime Minister in it. So what they did was call the police to get an emergency helicopter to get the intruders, and they had masks on and their face, and it was Deputy Prime Minister and her secret crew. But at least the Prime Minister is safe. The end.
Thank you for coming to our assembly.